Hello, welcome back to Mike Hunt's YouTube channel. Just want to give a quick update. This video was filmed at the end of April. It was supposed to be a turkey hunt. Turned out to be more of an elk and deer scouting trip. So keep that in mind. You're not going to see any turkeys. What you're going to see is a lot of elk and a lot of deer and some gear, some camping setups, a lot of different things. At the end of this video, all the trail camera footage is going to be gathered up and put at the end. Got a lot more scouting videos to come. The science or the planning behind hunting elk in Colorado, specifically Colorado Rocky Mountains. So make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, please. And leave a comment if you got a question. This is going to be a good test for this microphone. It's windy out. This is our first time out turkey hunting. We'll be camping for Monday night, Tuesday night. I gotta be back late Wednesday night. So it's just 2 nights. I haven't put out the scouting trip yet, but that valley that we went in for scouting is just right up there. There is another truck parked up in that general area. Doesn't look like he's set up for camping. He is probably turkey hunting or just scouting. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on this setup here, the solar, everything for backcountry truck camping for hunting. This mega cab has got a ton of room in the back seat with the seats folded down. I got all sorts of goodies in there. That'll be a separate video. It's gonna be 4 o'clock when he gets here. The plan is to go in and get the trail camera SD cards switched out. So we've got 3 cameras up in there. Want to swap those out, check on the batteries. They should be good to go. Then we'll come back. We're gonna do some crow calling up in there, see if we can locate any roosts. There's a very low likelihood that we will even see or hear a turkey the next 3 days. We're gonna give it a good effort. Believe it or not, this place had a foot of snow last week. A foot of snow was here last weekend. We did apply for deer and elk tags for this unit. We do second choices for everything. Our first choice is always a preference point, trying to get enough preference points to build up to go on a decent high alpine mule deer type hunt. I'll probably blow those points for an archery tag, for an archery mule deer buck tag. So I'm gonna get my stuff together. I'll show you what I'm taking. I'm trying to stay as light as possible. I'm getting older every year, and it's not a case of being in shape or out of shape. It's just wearing out. Hips, joints, knees, it just plain sucks. So to get around that, I gotta go light. I want to give you an idea where we're camped. This is National Forest? Yeah, this is National Forest. We got a creek here. You could technically stay here for 14 days and then go somewhere else. Got unlimited water source there. We got snow right there. I got mountains. South facing mountains there. North facing, you still get quite a bit of snow, like right here. But up in there, I'll show you a whole bunch of snow when we head in later today. But this is not a bad way to spend the week. Half a week. So this is the unit we'll be deer hunting in. And we're right off the road from our camp on our way into turkeys. And we got a couple mule deer right there. It's probably last year's fawn.
They ain't moving. They absolutely see us, although they don't see somebody else. You guys hair over 100?
That one's still eating, not even paying attention to us. Wow, that's cool. Got some more. It's laying down. This was all filled with snow last time I was here. Son of a bitch.
skips were used by the Indians and then also by the trappers. And then eventually now a lot of survival, recreational survivors use them.
All right, we just got back. It's a moment of truth. 3 SD cards. Those cameras are kind of cheap, and sometimes you don't even know if they really worked or not. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we got deer. All right, so is that me on the day? Oh, that's today. Oh, this must have went backwards. I look like I'm dragging ass. Oh.
Which one is this one?
Oh, look at the snow.
Which one is this one?
This is camera, the first one, the in deep one.
Oh, okay.
Look at that snow. I wonder if the date works good on this thing.
That's crazy.
What the fuck? This is the 18th. March 18th? January, March, April 18th. That's like less than 10 days ago.
That was that big foot that they got,
Yeah.
That is actually a lot of snow that they got.
We don't... Oh, the snow is falling. That's what's triggering it.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, we reviewed all the trail cameras and they worked, which is good to know. Right now we are cooking dinner. We're having some Texas hog, potatoes and whatever else she put in there. He's cooking something over there. Oh, he's having a mountain house. And yeah, still haven't really organized the bed for sleeping yet, but I'll be sleeping here. I got that big shelf. I can put my bow up in there, put a whole bunch of stuff up in there. It's time to go to bed. It's after midnight. We ended up not having a fire. We're going to save the wood for tomorrow night. It's into the 30s right now. It's getting pretty cold out. So what I'm sleeping in is not my backpacking sleeping bag that I tested in the hog hunt. I've got a 0 degree Marmot synthetic and a big REI sleeping pad. And I got the full carpet kit, the full bed rug kit in here. So it's pretty darn cozy in here. We're not too excited about getting up real early as we didn't find any roosts. We did the crow calls and didn't get any response. So we don't even have a place to set up. Probably just wake up when we wake up and go in, maybe sit down for an hour or so and call and watch. It was really cool seeing those elk. I didn't get the camera on. I was focused on them for a good 2 or 3 minutes before I realized I hadn't hit the record button. Got it all charged up with the Jackery. In the morning, I'm going to take a look at that footage. I think I may have saw some nubs growing on one of them. Spoiler alert, the trail cameras, we saw an entire herd. We'd lost count. And one of them even had a collar on and an ear tag in the herd. And that was on March, is it March? No, it was April 14th, which was just 2 weeks ago. And the spikes still have their antlers from last year. We saw 5 or 6 spikes in the camera, or on the cameras. So that was kind of cool. We saw bobcat, bunch of deer, 1 hunter, and some 4-wheelers that must have came in from some private land on the far west side of this portion of a national forest. No bears. Oh, we also saw a moose on camera too. Gonna have to get rid of that moth. So that was cool, seeing a moose. That was a nighttime shot. Well, the reason I'm looking for rubs, like this one here, that'll give me a date at the time they were here. So this is probably last year, which puts us late last fall, and that's probably a deer. And we do have deer tags for this unit. Now I'm not seeing a lot. This thing is probably real old. He's saying he sees some older ones up there. Still not a lot of fresh ones in these aspens here. I'm heading into that aspen grove in there. Checking for rubs again. What the fuck? There's a German short-haired pointer right there. Hey, doggy. Someone must be on an ATV coming up here. Hey. I'll be honest, we did not expect to see joggers in neon running out here. I have no idea where they came from. Probably the same elk that we saw yesterday. It's crazy as we're in the exact same spot too. We saw them right up on that hillside last night. That was pretty awesome. I was actually calling for turkeys and I look up and saw them down low. Saw them right about there. They're down eating, they're not spooked. I'm gonna go up to the bank and get down and get a better shot. We didn't see any turkeys, just more turkey tracks. We saw those elk, which was nice. The wind has finally died down. And we've had dinner and hanging out by the fire, going to bed early tonight, and going in again in the morning to where we saw the most turkey tracks. And we're just going to set up and do some calling. And then we may drive to another area. Don't really know where to go. It's not like hunting eastern turkeys or Rio Grande turkeys. They can go anywhere. They have food everywhere. I'm looking for some big bellies for pregnant does.
You see those two really small fawns.